Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am here to talk to you about my favorite single eyeshadows. It's really hard to narrow things down because I would like to just pull out my whole drawer and be like, I like this one and this one and this one and this one and this one. But I kind of just wanted to pick the ones I use the most in ones that I feel like other people would enjoy getting some use out of as well. These are going to vary from high-end to really, really inexpensive. So it's just kind of a combination of the two, because I like both. I like high-end and I like drugstore. I don't buy a ton of single eyeshadows unless it's a shade that I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of. So most of these are shades that I do use all the time, or that I can incorporate into many different looks from daytime to evening, because I don't want to spend $30 on a single eyeshadow and use it once. That just doesn't make sense to me. So most of these are going to be like definitely neutral-esque type shades. So let's start with, what do you want to start with? This is always fun. Let's just grab random. That way it's more fun. It's not like, anyways, I'm like talking to myself. Okay, so this one that I'm going to grab out of here is beautiful. And I don't hear too many people, with the exception of Kristen Game, talk about Clinique. And this shadow, I look at this and I'm like, oh, you are so beautiful. This is by Clinique, and it comes in like a mirrored packaging like this. And it is called Lavender Out Loud. Look at that. Can we just take a moment and look at that shade? Okay, it's beautiful, right? Well, the second most beautiful thing about it is the fact that it's so creamy and so beautiful. It's like this really periwinkle lavender shade. They blend so well. And they're rather inexpensive, I think, for high-end. Look at that color. Oh, this is going to be absolutely stunning all over the lid, or like a blob. I almost said a blob of color. Not a blob of color, but like smoked out underneath your lash line for like a pop of color. That's where I was going with this. So this is a lavender shade called the Lavender Out Loud by Clinique. Love this shade. The next one, I'm just going to literally grab these. So these are in no particular order. Is by Cargo. And Cargo is a brand that I don't hear a ton of noise about here on YouTube. And I don't know why, because I have a few products from their line and I think they're really good. I really do. This shade right here is called Babylon, and I have talked about this in the past in my Spring Essentials video, because blue and purple are so in for summer and spring. And this shade, okay, it's called Babylon. These are really creamy, really pigmented, and let's just look how much eyeshadow you get for the price here. Like, that's a ton of eyeshadow. You will never hit pan on this unless you rock a Mimi eye look every single day. Anyways, this is the blue. It is absolutely stunning. It's one of my favorite colored single eyeshadows that I own. And when you put it on, it has a sheen to it, kind of like the Clinique one. Check that out. And of course, you can most definitely build up the color if you want, but I'm just doing, maybe I should be doing darker swatches. I don't know. All I know is I love that eyeshadow. The other one that I love by Cargo is called Shanghai, and this is like a really pretty, more of a muted purple. Oh, this one's really creamy. Ooh, really pigmented. Wow. This one's kind of like a pinky purple, burgundy type shade. This is really, really pretty with like a gold or with some neutral shades. I love this color. Alright, my next one is a newer find, and it is by none other than Bobbi Brown. I love her eyeshadows. I think the quality is fantastic. They blend really well, and all of her shades are definitely what I would put in the wearable category. You're not going to find a lot of like out there colors like some other brands you would find, which I think makes it accessible for the everyday woman. And this color, I think, is a shade almost everybody needs in their life. It is called Taupe. It's just a really pretty brown, a great transition shade, a great crease shade, a great all over the lid shade, dependent upon your skin tone. These are so creamy, so wonderful. Definitely get a lot of use out of these neutral-esque type shades. Actually, I really like to pair neutral shades with a pop of color. I just think that's fun. Another one by Bobbi Brown that I love is this one called Toast. And this is just a little bit lighter of a shade, but it's more like the warm side of things. And I really like warm shades, especially as we fly into summer here. I like to really just brighten up my eye look and just, you know, draw attention to the warmth of like the sun on your face and warming up your eye looks, going with the whole bronzy look. This one is a great blending out shade because it's just so warm and golden and just beautiful. And this one is called Toast. The last one I have by Bobbi Brown here is a fun shade, and I like fun shades. This one is called Bluebell, and just look how beautiful this is. This paired with the Toast is going to be a gorgeous summer eye. I love these pops of colors. I used to be afraid to buy blue on blue, but this is more of like a purpley blue, and it's a different finish than the cargo one. It's matte, which is nice. This is the cargo one, but I love this. Blend this out in your outer V even with just like a really pretty champagne on your lid. Just brightens up your whole eye look, or underneath. Love these. I love this color. I could just look at this color. I like to wear this color on my body. I like to wear it on my nails. I like it on my face. It's just one of those really fun blue shades, but it's not like a scary blue. It's like a really pretty light feminine sky colored blue with just a hint of purple. Which is why I like it, because purple is, surprisingly, oddly enough, I don't have a lot of purple ones in here, but purple is one of my favorite colors to wear on my eyes. I don't usually buy them singles. I usually buy like an entire palette of purple. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's move on to the drugstore. And this one is by L'Oreal, and it's an infallible eyeshadow, which is essentially a pressed pigment, which is why it comes with this little plastic thing that do not discard. It is meant to keep your eyeshadow pressed. And this is the shade Iced Latte. This is just one of those shades that goes with everything, looks great on its own all over the lid. It's a very brightening color. You can use this all over your lid, on your inner corner. These shadows are very good quality. They're very creamy and buttery, almost like the cargo ones actually. So that's Iced Latte right there. I reach for this one a lot because it's just a staple creamy shade. If you just want a simple look, throw this on your eyes and it just looks so just pretty and feminine, and I really enjoy. I mean, I like to get all glammed up, like let's be honest, hello, look at me. But if you just want to do a really simple creamy, not creamy, that sounds bad, just a really simple pretty look, just throw something like this all over your lid, and maybe something like the Bobbi Brown Toast or taupe color in your crease, and you're good to go. Another one that I reach for a ton and is literally the same as Max Tan pigment is this L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Amber Rush. I own both of these and swatched next to each other. I actually like this better. It's creamier. It's almost a little bit more, has more of like a sheen to it. I don't know. It's absolutely stunning. Metallic. Check that out. Let me put this on my hand for you. Yes, this, I mean, if you want to save yourself some money and you don't really like working with pigments, pick this up. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Especially for the summertime. Oh, love this. It's like it's like the pigments, but it's pressed. It's not so messy to work with. And these are very, very creamy, very good quality for what is deemed as the drugstore. Let's move on to something that is most definitely affordable, and it's going to cost you $3. You want to know what it is? Take a guess. e.l.f. This is shockingly a good eyeshadow. And I say shockingly because when I think of something for $3, and then I think makeup, I don't think that that's going to be very good quality. They're usually powdery and chalky and flaky and not much pigmentation. No, not the case with these. Isn't that like ironic that you can spend $30 on an eyeshadow and then you can spend $3 on an eyeshadow? I'm not saying that it's all like that, because it's not, but sometimes you can find these hidden gems. And this one is called Burnt Plum, and this is from their Baked eyeshadow collection. I mean, come on, look at how pigmented that is. It's just a really pretty brownish plummy color, and the pigmentation is crazy. Look at that. It is so beautiful on the lid. It is so beautiful blended out in the crease. I love to wear this with like a neutral eyeshadow look. $3, you know, and if you lose it, it's easy to replace. Not a big deal, right? And the other one that I picked up, I'm sure there are more, but these are just the two that I would get the most use out of, is called Toasted. And this is just it's kind of like a golden, let's see if I can get the description right on this one. It's like a golden, slightly copper color. There it is right there. And that is called Toasted. Just a really beautiful shade, and the quality is great. They blend well. I guess I haven't checked out like the lasting power, but gosh, for $3 with a primer, I'm sure it's fabulous. All right, 2 left. My second to last one, actually no, I'm gonna save that. That's my hands down favorite one. This one is by Laura Mercier, and it's called Black Carrot. And this is her baked eyeshadows. And you can use these wet or dry. Dry would be less intense. You can wet it and it's like bam in your face. I love this eyeshadow. It's so unique. Like you look at that and you're like, well, what color is that going to be? Well, I will show you. It's literally like a blackened gold with specks of gold. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, I don't know if this is going to do it justice, but it literally is like a blackened gold with specks of gold shimmer. And then, let me just get out my trusty Fix Plus here and wet this for you, because I want to show you what happens when you wet it. Oh my, I just made a really big mess. Check out this swatch. But look at that. Like when that dries, that is so a going out look. Like, you can do so much with this. Like, stunning. Now I need a towel because I literally just, like, wow. I'm not sure if the camera is doing this justice. This is so beautiful. I love this. I need to start wearing that more. Like, for real. And then my last one that is my absolute favorite single eyeshadow that I own. I would recommend it to anybody and their mother. It's by Makeup Forever, number 162. An absolutely stunning warm red-brown shade. Red-brown shade? Red-brown shade. That's what I'm calling it. And look how pigmented that is. And it's matte. Yeah, matte. Which, I mean, everybody needs a warm burgundy matte red-brown shade in their life. Because it blends like a dream. In fact, when you guys were asking like what I was wearing a few videos ago and you want an eye look, this is it. This warm reddish matte brown shade just makes blue pop, it makes green pop, it makes brown look milky deliciousness. I love this shade. I highly recommend. This is by Makeup Forever, which you can't see it when the cap is on. There you go. Love it. Love it. Okay, so those are all my top single eyeshadows that I love, that I own, that I recommend. Go out, pick up one of these, try it, let me know how you like it. I love them. I love each and every one of these. I use them all the time. I would definitely recommend them. So, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, please do. I post all kinds of fun things. Everything that I'm wearing, per the usual, is always going to be listed down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing more top type videos, so stay tuned for those. I hope you guys have a fabulous day.